Most people walk into a room trying to be seen. What if walking in was just the beginning of seeing? This album installs a complete operating system for one-on-one networking. Who to talk to, what to say, when to leave, and how to stay visible without burning time on the wrong people. Loop each track until the idea clicks. The next one builds on it. You put on the jacket, you walk through the door. You're already scanning, that's what the room is for. Every conversation is a data point first, before it's an alliance, before it's rehearsed. Stop performing a rival, stop selling the pitch. The amateur moves in, the strategist sits. You're not here to shine, you're here to read. Who's got real momentum, who's got real need? The room is information, every handshake is a read. You're not here for validation, you're here to plant a seed. Not the loudest conversation, not the longest time you spend. The room is information, learn to read it and begin. Visible doesn't mean loud, it means present, sharp. A well-placed question gets closer than a business card. Watch who gets pulled aside, watch who the hosts defer. Watch who's in motion versus who's just there. One real exchange beats a dozen shallow rounds. You remember names, you remember what they're building now. You leave with three things clear and one door open wide. Not 40 LinkedIn ads and nothing living. The room is information, every handshake is a read. You're not here for validation, you're here to plant a seed. Not the loudest conversation, not the longest time you spend. The room is information, learn to read it and begin. Reconnaissance before relationship, observation before the opener. You showed up, now use it. Is a signal. Read it before you send it. Read it before you send it. The last track reframed the room as intelligence gathering, not performance. Now the harder move once you're in a conversation. How do you know whether it's worth your time? Not every person in that room is on a path that intersects yours. This track installs the filter, how to qualify quickly without being cold about it. Nice person, wrong direction. Good energy, no connection. You can like someone and still know the overlap is nil. The filter isn't arrogance, it's just geometry. Two lines that never cross are not your community. Not everyone deserves an hour, not every open door leads in. Be warm, be real, be present, but know where your world begins. 10 minutes is enough to feel it. Are they building what you're near? Not everyone deserves an hour, but give the right ones years. Three things you're listening for before you go deep. Are they moving in a direction that makes sense with where you need to be? Do they know people, places, problems you genuinely want to learn? Is there something real at stake for them, or are they just there to burn? If the answer's no to all three, you can still be gracious, still be kind. Wrap it with a compliment and free them. Free your time. Not everyone deserves an hour, not every open door leads in. Be warm, be real, be present, but know where your world begins. 10 minutes is enough to feel it. Are they building what you're near? Not time is not infinite. Know where your world begins. Know where your world begins. Give the right ones You've got the filter from the last track. You know roughly who's worth your time. Now the question is how to make those conversations actually go somewhere. The mistake most people make is talking too much, too fast. One well-chosen question does more work than 10 minutes of pitch. This track is about how to construct and use it. Don't lead with what you do, lead with what you're curious about. A question with some weight to it leaves room for something real to come out. Not what do you do, everyone asks that. Not how long have you been here, that's just a gap. Try what are you trying to figure out right now. Try what's changed in your world in the last 12 months. One good question opens more than a door. One good question, one good question gets to what they're actually for. You don't need a script, you don't need a plan that's long. One good question, and then you listen hard. The question isn't a trap, it's an invitation. You're giving them space to show you their situation. And while they talk, really talk, you're learning fast what they're proud of, what they're stuck on, what they need to last. Then you respond to what they say, not to your next prepared line. That's a moment it becomes a conversation, not a climb. One good question opens more than a door. One good question gets to what they're actually for. You don't need a script, you don't need a plan that's long. One good question, and then you listen hard. The best networkers in a room are not the ones talking. They're the ones who made someone feel heard in a loud place. One question, then listen. One question, then listen. Let the answer do the work.
The last track was about asking the right question and listening hard. But eventually the conversation comes back around. They ask about you. If you stumble, hedge, or launch into a 5-minute origin story, you've lost them. This track installs the brief pitch. One sentence that names a problem you solve, lands clearly, and opens the conversation wider instead of closing it down.
They turn around and ask you, so what is it that you do? And you hear yourself start listing every single thing you've been through.
Job title, company, backstory, years. You feel 3 minutes, they've already checked out. The brief pitch isn't modest, it's sufficient. Cut the doubt. I help some do something that they couldn't quite do before. One sentence, door still open, not a resume, not a floor. Make them curious, not informed, leave something for them to ask. The brief pitch is the beginning, not the end of your task. Here's the structure, here's the frame. Name the person, name the shift. Not I'm a consultant, blah blah space, but I help founders see around their next cliff. Concreter
interesting how you've done it. That's the signal, that's the poise. I help some do something that they couldn't quite do before. One sentence door still open, not a resume, not a floor. Make them curious, not informed, leave something for them to ask. The brief pitch is the beginning, not the end of your task. Job title in nerd, problem you solve a story. Let them pull the thread, don't hand them the whole spool. One sentence, leave space. One sentence, let them ask.
The last track gave you the brief pitch, how to say what you do in a way that opens things up. But most conversations end badly, either they just dissolve, or someone says we should grab coffee sometime and nothing ever happens. This track is about the exit, how to close with something real, something specific that actually moves things forward. Let's stay in touch is a funeral for every conversation that could have mattered. You both say it, you both know it's just the sound of something scattered. A real close has a specific thing, a person to connect, a date, a question to continue. I'll send you that piece I mentioned. Can I introduce you to someone in your venue? The exit that opens doors doesn't trail off into the air. It names a thing, it sets a when, it shows you actually care. Not a business card and a drift, not a vague and warm goodbye. The exit that opens doors is a promise you can verify. 3 kinds of strong close. 1, a referral, name someone who should meet them. 2, follow-up, send something useful, concrete. 3, a direct next step if the fit is real, say it. Any one of these separates you from the noise, because you left them with something, not just the echo of your voice. The exit that opens doors doesn't trail off into the air. It names a thing, it sets a when, it shows you actually care. Not a business card and a drift, not a vague and warm goodbye. The exit that opens doors is a promise you can verify. You don't need to impress on the way out. You need to be useful on the way out. One concrete offer, one remembered name. Name a thing, settle in. Name a thing, settle in. That's the exit that returns, that's the exit that returns. The last track was about closing well, leaving something concrete on the table. But a good close only works if there's a follow-through. This track is about the long game, how to stay visible to right people over months and years, without spamming and without force checkings. Are the kind of noise that makes people quietly move you to the bottom of the list. A check-in with nothing in is just a cost on someone's day. You show up in their inbox with nothing useful left to say, but a link to something relevant, an introduction that they'd want, a short note that says I saw this and thought of you, that's worth the front. Visible without noise, that's the long game move. Not every week, not every time, not trying to prove. When you show up with something, not just presence for its own sake. Visible without noise, that's how real networks take shape. Think of it like a slow investment. You deposit, you don't withdraw. You send the thing, you make the intro. You don't ask for anything at all. And over a year, 2 years, 3, you are the person they actually trust. Not the loudest in the room, but the one who always brought something robust. Visible without noise, that's the long game move. Not every week, not every time, not trying to prove. When you show up with something, not just presence for its own sake. Visible without noise, that's how real networks take shape. Frequency without value, spend. Value without frequency is forgotten. Find the rhythm that feels like a calling, not a campaign. Show up with something, show up with something. That's the only kind of visible that lasts.
You've been building what to do, now the counterweight. What's eating your time without giving anything back? Most time wasting in networking doesn't feel like wasting time while it's happening. It feels like being busy, being social, being present. This track names a specific pattern so you can see them clearly and cut them. The conference you went to because someone said you should. Nobody there was moving in any direction. It's good for you, and yet you stay. The long lunch with a person who's pleasant, who's familiar, but you've had this conversation 15 times and nothing gets clearer. Where the wasted time lives, the obligatory round, the events that feel productive but don't produce a sound. The follow-up you sent, cause it felt like the right thing to do. Not because there was a real reason, not because the next step was true. Reciprocal politeness is expensive over years. You both keep showing up out of some vague social fear. In a room full of people who are also just there to be seen. You can feel it in the first 10 minutes. Dense with motion, empty of meaning. Where the wasted time lives, the obligatory rounds, the events that feel productive but don't produce a sound. The follow-up you sent, cause it felt like the right thing to do. Not because it was a real reason, not because the next step was true. Busy isn't strategy, social isn't connected. The test is simple. Could you name one thing that moved after this? If the answer's nothing, you found where the time went. Now you know. Now you know.
The last track name where the wasted time lives. Now the practical flip. How do you decide which events are actually worth attending before you ever walk through the door? The answer changes how you spend your time completely. This track is the selection filter, the difference between a room that's full of the right people and a room that just looks like one. A mixer full of people who came to network is the hardest room to work. Everyone's performing, nobody's present because the purpose is too vague to serve. But a conference where people came because they're trying to solve something real. The conversations in the break, those are the ones you feel. Go where people already gather for a reason they believe in. The side effect conversation in a room with shared meaning. Not the mixer, not the round table where everyone needs to be seen. Go where the work is already happening and the networking is between. 3 questions before you RSVP. Who specifically is likely to be there? Is there a real shared problem in the room, or just an industry and some air? Could I contribute something to this gathering, or am I just attending to attend? If the answers don't excite you, that's your signal, that's the bend. Go where people already gather for a reason they believe in. The side effect conversation in a room with shared meaning. Not the mixer, not the round table where everyone needs to be seen. Go where the work is already happening and the networking is between. Shared purpose creates trust faster than any icebreaker design. Let the events reason, do the introduction. Right room, right people. Right room, right reason. Let the work pull the room together. You've locked in how to choose the right rooms, but sometimes the right person isn't at an event. They're just out there. Cold outreach done badly. Feels like a pitch, feels like an ask, feels like a burden. Done well, feels like a gift. This track is about the structure that makes a difference. Every cold message that fails leads with the sender's need. I'd love to pick your brain. What's in it for them to read? The one that gets a reply leads with something they can use. A sharp observation on their work, a connection they might choose. Lead with value, trail the ask, keep the ask light, keep it clear. Not a meeting, not an hour, a single question they can answer here. One reason you reached out, one thing you noticed, one real thought. Led with value, trail the ask. That's the message that gets caught. The structure, 3 short paragraphs or 5 sentences if you're efficient. Why you, what you noticed about their work, specific enough to show attention. What you bring, one insight, link or name that's relevant to what they're building. The ask, a single question they can answer in under 2 minutes. No meeting, no guilting. With value, trail the ask, keep the ask light, keep it clear. Not a meeting, not an hour, a single question they can answer here. One reason you reached out, one thing you noticed, one real thought. Letter with value, trail the ask. That's the message that gets caught. That's the message that gets caught. That's the message that gets Generic gets deleted, specific gets read. Let them feel you actually know what they're trying to build. Value first, as small. Value first, as small. That's the message that gets through. You've built every piece of this system, one unlock at a time. Reconnaissance over performance, a filter for who deserves your time. One good question, a brief pitch that opens, not closes an exit, real next step. Stay invisible with signal, not noise, cutting the patterns that drain. Choosing rooms with purpose, reaching out cold and doing it right. This track puts it all in one place and runs it as one motion. You walk in reading, not performing. You know who you came to find. You got one question in your pocket and a filter in the back of your mind. You ask it, you listen fully, you respond to what they said. When they ask about your back, you've got one sentence clear in your head. This is the operating system, not a trick, not a script, a practice that compounds over time. Every right room, every deliberate visit, you close with something real on the table. You follow through on what you said. You stay visible without the noise. That's how a real network spreads. You cut the obligatory lunch, the event that's full of people there to be seen. You choose the room where purpose gathered, and the side effect conversations happen between. When you reach out cold, you lead with value. You trail the ask, you keep it light. And over months and years of this, you've built something that actually survives the night. This is the operating system, not a trick, not a script, a practice that compounds over time. Every right room, every deliberate visit, you close with something real on the table. You follow through on what you said. You stay visible without the noise. That's how a real network spreads. Not the most connected person in the room, but the most trusted. Not the loudest presence in the building, but the one people call when something actually matters. This is the system, not the hustle.